What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? My name is Arif, and this is your Daily Chat Season 5, Episode 30 for July the 6th, 2020. How's everybody doing today? What is going on? I assume some of you are still getting over your Independence Day hangovers, for those of you that, partied but in isolation. So let's make your day a little bit better by getting into the news, and surprisingly enough, there is actual news. Now, I guess because it's not the long holiday, companies actually decided to announce stuff, and it was a toss-up between two stories today of what was going to be the main article, but I think we made the right choice, and that is the fact that the H.266 codec has been announced that's going to support 4K and 8K streaming. Now, before you click off the video, hang on, hear me out. This is actually great news and something you care about if you clicked on this video because you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably streaming on Twitch. And this is stuff that you need to know. Because if you've ever had trouble with your codec, you know that HVEC or NVEC thing that you keep fiddling with and keep Googling and have no idea what it actually does, this is that thing that's gonna get better. So we have the new H.266 encoder, and I'm sure a lot of you who stream on Twitch are very, very familiar with X.264 encoding. And there was a 265 that it was mainstream, but not on the Twitch side of things. Well, H.266 is the next one coming, and they promise 4K and 8K streaming, but that's not the only thing. There is actually going to be 3 codecs released with this, and the first is low complexity enhancement video encoding, which is LCEVC. And then we have essential video encoding, EVC, and then versatile video encoding, VVC. The thing that we care about the most is low complexity enhancement video encoding, the LVEC, okay? This is designed specifically for live streaming, specifically for YouTube and Twitch TV. This is going to change the game because it's going to reduce our overhead, reduce the bit rate, but also increase the quality. That's just how it goes. And I'm very, very excited because when they implement this, we're going to actually get the next stage of streaming. I didn't even know what the next stage of streaming was going to be. I assumed it would be a quality increase, but I didn't know exactly where that was going to come from. But there's the answer. We have it. So LVEC is coming. They're hoping sometime later this year, we're going to start to see support and rollouts of these various codecs. And then, of course, we're going to have the VVC, which will support, 8K and 4K streaming. That's going to be fantastic. Although there is some, legalities there between existing ones like AV1, but that's for the companies to deal out with how they're going to handle stuff. Right now, AV1 is the current one winning, I think because it has no licensing fees on top of it. So that's really the one that companies are wanting to go with, especially ones like Netflix that produce a lot of streaming data. They don't want to have to pay a licensing fee for it. H.266, I'm super, super excited for it. I can't wait because now if I can stream 4K and 8K video at a lower bit rate, that means I can do it here at my house off my Plex server with much more ease than I currently do it. So that is the big story of today, is the fact that yes, we are going to eventually in time be able to do better streams. I don't want to say 4K streams, but you clicked on the title because I needed you to click on it, but you never know. 4K streaming is capable on Twitch already. That technology exists. They just don't roll it out to everybody. They roll it out, for very specific events. But they do have it already implemented. And the fact that they can just now roll out these better codecs and roll out better ways to do things, that's just going to benefit us all the more. So there is that. Now, our second big story of today is the fact that Uber plans to buy POSTMATES for $2.6 billion. Biggest question, why? Why are they wanting to buy POSTMATES? They already have Uber Eats. Glad you said that, kind viewer, because guess what? Uber Eats bombed into the ground. Uber Eats was a train wreck, and thanks to the COVID-19 crisis and the lockdown, people are not leaving their houses all that much, and therefore they're not taking as many Ubers. And since we went into lockdown, Uber calls, Uber hails have dropped 70%. This company is hemorrhaging money like no other. Last quarter, they lost 2.9 billion. The year prior, they lost 1.1 billion. It's just crazy how much money they're hemorrhaging right now. So they need to find a way to make that money back. And since people are staying home, the only services they're hailing are services to bring them food to their house. It's only logical that they would buy Postmates. Now, why not buy one of the other companies like Uber Eats, or not Uber Eats, Grubhub or DoorDash? Well, they tried to make a pitch for Grubhub a few years ago, and they were going to do it for $7.3 billion, I think. And it didn't go through, only because they couldn't come to an agreement on the penalty clause, or the breakup clause as it is. So because of that deal didn't go through, and then they were sold to Amsterdam company Takeaway for $7.3 billion. My mistake. Either way, man, they tried to make a pitch that didn't work out, but they had to find a way to make more money now. They just can't keep hemorrhaging at the rate that they are. While Uber is classified as a tech company, and it's incredibly well known that tech companies pretty much like consistently hemorrhage money all the time, they can't keep doing that indefinitely. They eventually have to start making a profit. And when you lose anywhere between $1 and $5 billion in a quarter, you can't keep doing that for very long. And right now, it doesn't look like COVID's ending anytime soon. So hopefully they can seal this deal with Postmates ASAP. At $2.9 billion, I'm not too sure, or $2.6 billion, I'm not too sure if the legal system's getting it. I think the limit's $4 billion for that, but don't quote me. I think it's $4 billion before they have to go through all the courts and all that, like, you know, for overview and anti-compete and all that. Either way, your Uber could soon be your Postmates, and your Postmates might soon be your Uber. So there you have that. And in our final story, this is kind of a political story, but I'm just gonna quickly gloss over this. And that is, we have Google, Facebook, and all the other social media platforms not processing government data requests after the new Hong Kong security law. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, a while ago, a law was proposed that would give China extradition rights within Hong Kong to send dissidents out to mainland China for prosecution. Obviously, this did not go over well, and it caused riots, which are still going today, and protests, which are still going today. Now, because of this, they've had to clamp down. It's been a whole kerfuffle since then. And we just saw the week prior, the law pass where China effectively took back Hong Kong. They have really reached their tentacles over and said that they'll jail people. They are tracking social media. They're just doing everything for anyone who comes against the Communist Party, or, you know, that Winnie the Pooh bitch. They are going after those people. Well, since the new law came in, Facebook, Google, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms are halting processing the requests until they read the law, which is good because this is incredibly dangerous. When the government can process requests like this and track you through your Twitter and all this other stuff, and you're the one railing against the Communist Party, you might end up missing the next day. This is a great move this is a great move on behalf of Google and everyone else. And I never thought I'd say that about a social media company or search engine, but I'm glad that they're at least trying to help. Now, I don't know how much longer they can keep this up, but for the time being, we do have them doing at least some good in the world of not getting people killed in Hong Kong. And there you guys have it. That is your daily chat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a shorter episode today. Just wanted to bang this one out and just get it out to you guys ASAP. Hopefully tomorrow we get some more news about the new upcoming Ryzen 4000. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. We are sitting at 981. I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do it. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you tune in for the next episode of the Daily Chat. I've been Arif and I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.